Hello friends, Mudassar here once again from Phone Year, and this time I'm back with Vivo V21. V series is always about the camera centric phones, and this device is not different either. In this video you are going to see a quick unboxing, and I'll do the battery test as I usually do. I'll also share with you the camera samples, videos and pictures both from the rear and the front camera. I'll tell you about the highlighting features of this device. So keep watching this video till the end and you'll come to know all the important things this phone is giving you. So without wasting time, let's open the box. And while I do it, you can subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon. Vivo V21 is a mid-range device, and this time they have put a price tag of Rs 60,000 in Pakistan as its launch price. So here we end up finding a device that is slim at 7.29mm and very beautiful. Vivo has done a great job this time for keeping this phone such a thin device. Besides, I'm happy to see this multicolor softly merging everywhere on the body, and I can see it changes color as the light falls on it from different angles. Vivo says they got inspired from nature. It's a sunset dazzle color in my hand, and there are two more family members with dusk blue and arctic white colors. Well, if you could notice, Vivo hasn't much changed the camera module design. The overall placement of lenses is almost similar to Vivo V20. There is some difference of the integration and placement of flashlight, but overall I would say it's similar design language. But camera internals are much improved this time. Vivo is giving us OIS on both rear and front cameras. The 64MP main lens gives us OIS and autofocus on the rear, which is assisted by 8MP wide lens, and then we have a 2MP macro sensor. The front side is having a mega 44MP lens, and that too gives us OIS and autofocus. Other than the lens thing on the front, it's an E3 AMOLED display panel of 6.4 inches that should certainly consume less energy than a regular display, and which can also justify the presence of 4000 mAh battery coming with this phone. On the right side, the buttons are well protruded, but the power key has a texture on it, as you can see. I think it's not only looks good but also gives you a feeling at the time of using that your thumb is on the power key. At the bottom, we are more frequently finding the SIM tray here now in the mid-range phones, and here it gives us a dual SIM option. You can put two nano SIMs here or one SIM and an SD card. There is no audio port provided this time, and this USB port is going to be used for your earphone as well. If you have Type-C earphones, then you are okay to go, otherwise Vivo is giving this Type-C to audio connector out of the box. There is only a single firing speaker here. Overall, it's giving me a very strong grip and it feels very light in my hands. Talking about the camera, Vivo is giving us OIS and EIS at the same time. So with OIS that works on hardware level and EIS that is more software based, they work together and give you very stable shots and videos even in the low light. The front camera setup is unique in this price range. I mean, you don't get to see the features this phone is offering in the mid-range category. The 44MP camera is equipped with optical image stabilization and electronic image stabilization at the same time. With AI night algorithm, this thing brightens up the scenes and focus on the faces. And there are these two powerful flashes that work as spotlight and keep the face very clear in your pictures. Even in the low light and dark, you don't have to worry about how the camera is going to take good selfies. I've very briefly tested the camera for you in this video, and I'll try to do a complete camera review in the coming days. I can see Vivo is only talking about the camera power, but they are not talking about the battery as much. So to find out how the battery is going to perform on this phone, let's do the battery test. Vivo V21 is coming with a 4000 mAh battery, and there is a 33 watt flash charge coming out of the box. Well guys, you can see that Vivo V21 has given us a very good backup time. I was expecting something similar to V20 that gave us around 16 hours, but this phone has gone beyond my expectation. I also tested some apps on 4G mobile data and it gave me this kind of battery drain percentage. I ran each app for 30 minutes and here is the result. So guys, I just gave you my quick findings about the two major characteristics of this phone. What else this phone is offering you? Let's have a look. You're getting a 90Hz display this time. You can choose between 60, 90 and a smart option. Of course, the smart option will extend the battery life further. You get this Dimensity 800U chipset this time. It's an upgraded version from Dimensity 800. The two powerful cores A76 are clocked at 2.4 GHz and the rest of the A55 cores are clocked at 2.0 GHz. You are getting an 8GB RAM and 128GB storage, but you can see here that RAM gets an extra chunk of 3GB from internal storage, which it calls extended RAM in case the entire memory is occupied. And because this is AMOLED screen, you are getting an in-display fingerprint sensor and everything else that this AMOLED screen offers in Vivo phones. This chipset supports HDR10+ content, and there is this Mira Vision enhanced HDR video playback working inside that gives more details and contrast per frame without overexposing. It even converts the HDR10 content into HDR10+ in real time. So I think 6.4 inches screen is going to give you a great display experience, which I got as well. The 500 nits peak brightness level is another plus on this phone. You shouldn't be worried about struggling to look at your screen under the sunlight. So guys, this is where I end my video, and as you can see, this phone is giving us a good battery performance. The camera also seems to be working fine, but I'll definitely look into it in details in my next video. The overall performance seems very good, but you definitely have to tell me how do you think about this device and the price point. Let me know in the comment area. Until my next video, Allah Hafiz.